Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the StarLadder minor qualifiers for CIS. My name is Dinko. I'm going to be taking you through this best of three. It's our third one of the day. It's my final one. He'll be handing off to Jay, I believe, after this one. But I'm looking forward to getting into it. It's going to be VegaSquadron starting on the CT side, over on the team side, the T side, Team Spirit. Now, this has been a very interesting one for me all day. I've been looking forward to it because we've seen Team Spirit sort of struggle on Vertigo yesterday. We'll see if they can turn things around here, as it is the first map coming into the series. VegaSquadron got a quick 2-0 over their opponents yesterday. I believe that was on the B stream it was currently on, but let's see if this push from Team Spirit can amount to much. Usually we see on Vertigo, we usually see the easy pushes in towards the A-bomb site. Obviously having it changed slightly, there's now a hole in the wall and a little boost up here that makes it slightly easier to hold, but Coldy is going to try and take a couple of these fights here and eventually will decide to fall away as Team Spirit don't find too much success there. So 53 seconds left. They've decided they want to go back over towards B and test the waters here because this could be the successful side of the map for them. They start to move on in. It's going to be Dima up inside of the window with multiple players coming in towards him. He's got the P2000, spots ahead, cross past the stairs. And that'll be the flashbang on in. Dima is going to be here. Headshot connected on the Sotfic. And that'll make VegaSquadron perhaps rotate a little bit faster here. And it's going to be the headshot from JR, able to take away Don Balion. And it's going to be Coldy falling as well. Chopper able to get one. Sumda Younger replies. And look at Scooby. Go ham. He's got 2 kills. Easy clean up for VegaSquadron. 1-0. VegaSquadron will win the pistol. And that's exactly what they want coming into this. I'll take a look at the video to take a closer look to see inside the minds of these two teams and see what way they were kind of thinking going into this and perhaps theorycraft a little bit ourselves. So taking a look at the Vito. This was actually picked by Spirit after a loss yesterday. So perhaps they've changed some stuff. They're ready to go at it again. VegaSquadron decided to pick Train, which will be the next in the series. And the third will be Mirage. Left over. Now we both know these two teams can play Mirage. We know VegaSquadron can play Train. So I'm personally either seeing a 2-0 here for VegaSquadron, or I'm going to see a 2-1 for VegaSquadron, in my opinion. Although it will be a very interesting series. I still think it's going to be close. I think they're quite evenly matched. VegaSquadron. They have won the pistol rather cleanly off individuals. I think looking at VegaSquadron, I'll probably see that they say they probably are the more individual team. But actually, that's actually not that true. Actually, I think they're quite evenly matched. Actually, to be honest. Although Seized, obviously very experienced player, getting it done here. He's got himself a kill. He will look for another one as well as Dima. Will be over towards the B-bomb site, just sort of scouring the landscape and making sure he finds a couple of opponents. But it's JR being very confident, taking those fights, rattling shots off with that MP9. And VegaSquadron obviously are sort of famous for doing the damage at the majors, causing the upsets, being all the shark memes that always come up around the major. But other than that, we don't really get to see them too much around the rest of the year. So it's kind of at these tournaments we start to see VegaSquadron do damage. It would be kind of weird not to see VegaSquadron actually at a major. There goes Crush getting the kill, and that will be a 2-0 start here for VegaSquadron. I'm just checking who this is. I just balance is okay. I was kind of like, who's this Dawn Battalion guy? Because I was kind of a little bit scared. But it is of course Dawn Disbalance, the Ian Star. Had a bit of a quiet performance on Vertigo yesterday, and they're obviously not going to be able to win with that. Again, he's going to have a good performance this time. Chopper will start things off well for Team Spirit, as they are currently down 2-0. VegaSquadron off to a solo little start here, but Team Spirit obviously wanting to turn that one around. They will send a couple of players up towards the ramp to try and fill out that area of the map. And Smoke is going to go down towards middle. In this point, VegaSquadron, they are in a bonus round. This is the sort of run where they carry the SMGs over. If they win it, great. You know, with the economy changes, they can't afford it. You know, they can't just go for a bonus, and if they lose, still buy. I think you still have to do a little bit of damage in these types of rounds. So we've seen a lot of teams sort of move away from the bonus rounds. I still think, obviously, UMPs and MP9s are weapons you can get kills with against the rifles in close quarters. That's not on these ranges, though, as Iron Balance will take away Crush. Execute ready to go in towards the A bomb site. Team Spirit looking a little bit more prepared here on the T side. And their T side was excellent yesterday, to be honest. They had a very, very one-sided half, but it's when they moved over to the other side of things, it all fell apart. And that's a good double kill from Scooby. Getting rid of Chopper and Iron Balance. It leaves Saltfig and Sumda Young into a 2v3, and the SMGs are getting it done here. It's going to be a 3-0 start unless Saltfig pulls off an incredible clutch. It's going to be a 1v3 as he looks towards CIS. He'll dispatch with him and looks for the second as well. JR just holds the cross here. Wanting to make sure that he's got his number, and indeed he will find it. MP9, the kill comes in. Upgrades to the AK as well. And that'll be a 3-0 start for VegaSquadron. 2 AKs carried over as well. The bonus run pays off, and Team Spirit onto a low buy yet again. They could upgrade a couple of pistols here, but that's all that they will get. VegaSquadron currently looking like a team that is rather indomitable at this point. And we'll be Scooby on the AK. Seized with the AUG. Alongside Crush, we see those weapons get a lot done on Vertigo. Again, it's another map that kind of suits the AUG meta, which is always fun to watch. Watch them as they stack up and line up as the AUG are ready to take the kills, but Minus Balance has been spotted, I believe, crossing on over. And if not, he is taking quite a bit of damage to the wall, even if they weren't aiming for him, but that's a good kill. And Chomper's got one as well. The Deagle's doing damage here, it seems, across the map, as Team Spirit, they've got the two-man advantage. Although Scooby looks to try and pull it back, and he will get some die young. Player that, you know, on his day can actually be such an impactful player, have so much impact across the board, be a real star. But here, you know, when he has quiet games, he can look a little bit flat, you know, and cause a couple of problems for the team in terms of him not being able to sort of carry out his role. But it is going to be Coldy making his way up towards the bomb site. It's going to be a headshot. What a clean tap that is on the Crush. Team Spirit should not have a chance into this one, but they're walking away with headshots. And they might just walk away with a round here as well. As Cease is over towards B. He has to rotate on over. He's waiting for players. They don't really know where anybody could be at this point. But they're all over towards A. They're actually all inside the site. And that's where Scooby currently resides, as he will rotate around the back lines. Smoke goes off towards the site itself. Flashbang goes over the top. That's going to allow himself to get up on top. Headshot from Coldy lands. That's Scooby hitting the deck. And that's all on the Seized in a 1v4. And now Saltfig goes through the smoke. Deagle in hand. AK picked up. And that's going to be Seized falling away. Seized able to find Coldy. And now it's into the 1 versus 3. This will be a round win for Team Spirit. Off the back of pistols. Not exactly the most expected round. Not the most orthodox one to win. But if they win it, that's all that matters. And they will feel very happy about winning this one. Keeps them in contention at the start here. You know, VegaSquadron could have got off to a very hot start there. They already were, you know, 3-0. They could have got a little bit more as well. They probably could have grinded out to 5-0 before we see Team Spirit really get a solo buy. But not that Team Spirit have done that. That's the economy low of VegaSquadron. They're going to invest into it whatever they can. And it's going to be a start from Iron Balance. He gets rid of JR. And that's going to be the man advantage there. Team Spirit hung on to it as well. No trade yet from VegaSquadron. And that's the important part. If you find the kill, yeah, it's fine. But if you fall away straight away and sort of lose that advantage, then that's where problems can start to arise. You know, it's pretty much an even playing field again. So I think you see the difference between good players when they find the opening kills, they stay alive. They don't put themselves in a position where they can be instantly traded. And that will be a kill coming through as well. Some Dayong able to pick up VegaSquadron's JR. Scooby gone as well. And things are looking a little bit quiet for the Team Spirit team. They don't really have to do anything at this point. They've got the two-man advantage. Of course, they'll have to eventually go towards a bomb site. But they're just biding their time. They've still got a minute left, or just under. Big fan of the stiletto knife. I wasn't actually when it first came out, but no, it's quite beautiful. Like a giant letter opener. Smoke is going to go over the top. Molotov falls in behind it as well. And this is where the push from Team Spirit will start to come on in. Smoke for the side itself. Flashbang goes in. Smoke will cover off the side. That's right. VegaSquadron. They're sitting by their time. I'm probably going to have to save whatever they have here because Team Spirit again have just taken the A-bomb site. The VegaSquadron on the other end of the map will gather their forces and get themselves the rounds that they need. Is this just me, or is the mini-map in Counter-Strike so small? Especially Vertigo, like, I can barely see what's happening. Well, we'll be 3-2. VegaSquadron. Need to try and change it here. Will it be possible? We'll have to wait and see. And it's going to be the Molotov deploying. There's going to be multiple players coming up towards A ramp. There's going to be Scooby able to pick up 2. Looking for a little bit more as well as he falls back in behind the ramp. Multiple teammates here on VegaSquadron to assist him. And this is a great start from the CT side. Left on A ramp. Looking dazed and confused are the 3 players of Team Spirit. And the bomb is there with them as well as they head up towards the upper bomb site. And we'll start to move on through. And currently waiting for them is Scooby and of course Vega. Squadron are just going to try and hold on here. It will be Crush heading the deck. Molotov going to go on in, and this is actually the A-bomb site being taken. He moved the way up ramp, slowed the play, and now pulled it back. Sumdai Young, 2 great kills. Right, Steamer and JR trying to pull it back. JR will hit 1, but Sumdai Young is going nuclear. It's 3 kills. Looking for the quad kill on Adema, who's currently on the other end of the smoke. Even if Sumdai Young is to fall, Dima, there was a player just in behind him to trade. But Demon is here, close by. Headshot comes through. It's Chopper to get 2. Sumdai Young with 3. And an excellent run from him, I must say. And we'll give the VegaSquadron a bit of a scare now as Team Spirit are back into a 3-3 at the start of things. It was looking like VegaSquadron had the hot start, but perhaps Team Spirit have answered that. Or the better one themselves. Again, these are both invited teams. We've hit the late stages of the qualifier. Generally, we start to see the good teams start to duke it out, and this is where things get exciting. This is where the level of Counter-Strike is raised. And it will be Scooby and Vegas Crush to try and pull it off, but it's not going to look too likely. The Team Spirit have already got the A-bomb site. The bomb has been planted. At this point, it's looking rather solid. Team Spirit much better, you know. They got off to a hot start on their T side though, guys. You have to remember yesterday. I don't want to get too hyped about it because they got off to a great start on their T side yesterday on Vertigo. They went on to the CT side and fell completely flat, like absolutely awful. They ended up actually, you know, nearly falling apart completely on that. You know, they went to overtime. Ended up losing on Vertigo. But obviously they want to try and change that. They want to try and turn it around. As the AWP coming in for Disbalance, who was a player that, you know, on Vertigo had a quiet performance, started to warm up towards the end of it, then went on to have an amazing series. So he's a player that perhaps just took a little bit of time to warm up into that, perhaps that just one map, perhaps it's a Vertigo thing where he's just not performing as well. But Team Spirit are definitely performing well here as a unit though. They've got a kill again. It's Coldy that opened up things into the round number 8. The ball will be on the floor. Team Spirit will start to really take some control here towards ramp. Molotov will go in behind the sandbags. And multiple players And Team Spirit can start to make their approach in towards A. You know, it is a little bit more interesting here, the A bomb site now that they've got new boosts. There's a new angle to worry about, and there is the angle. Balance obviously knows it well, and JR will fall. Seas looks for the trade, but he's been finished off as well. And this is just much better from Team Spirit. They look like they're outclassing VegaSquadron across the map on a sort of, I'm not even going to say an individual level, but just more of a tactical level, I would say. It's not even in depth, it's just more knowing the map, knowing the angles, having a good default to counter everything you could do on the CT side. And Team Spirit obviously using that to success. It will be the Molotov going in towards the B bomb site, smoke deep as well. Team Spirit taking their time, making sure they try and fake out that B bomb site, causing a rotation. But currently Scooby has not bought it, but it doesn't really matter if he's just gonna die. So the bomb can't get planted. The whole retake strategy's been ruined by the fact that the boxes have been completely moved away from the center and over towards the left. So you can still technically do it. I mean, you can still smoke on towards the bomb site, but the impact that it's got is, you know, minimal. No, you know, you can't just do the whole we're gonna smoke right side, left side, easy run win. You know, that's literally used to be able to just smoke 2 smokes from T spawn. They go through the skylights here, and they would land directly on the A bomb site. 1 for the right side of the site, 1 for the left side. You molly out the sandbags, you flash over the top, you let your teammate run up, plant the bomb, and you got a post plant. We've seen a lot of 5v5 retakes happening. Luckily, you know, Valve have heard our prayers and they've changed the map around. They're trying to work it, and it's much better now on the A bomb site. Still kind of weird. I think the B site's very cluttered as well. You know, the B site used to be... Every map kind of has the B bomb site as a site you can just rush, right? If rush B, you know, you can still rush there, but the problem is there's so many angles to check, and it's very difficult. But Team Spirit's starting to make their way up towards ramp yet again. They want to make this final push in towards the A bomb site. Molotov goes behind the sandbags. That'll clear that one out. Utility goes on in towards the bomb site itself. And they're really clearing the sandbags. They tried to fake that there was someone there, perhaps, with that smoke. That's interesting. But there's not. Be careful. At this point, Team Spirit actually might think there's one in the sandbags. They didn't see where the smoke came from. They're going to have to use another Molotov here because they actually believe there is one in the sandbags. There isn't. Well play for VegaSquadron there. That's actually quite interesting. That's one for Hawker's little things. Well, flashbang goes in. Balance is able to take away Crush, and JR is going to be sitting here with an AWP looking for the wall bang. That's actually cool. Oh, he lands it the second time. And there's something for you at home to try in your matchmaking games. You can wall bang right through that. Chopper does get Dima as well as he tries to push through the smoke. The T side looking strong here on Team Spirit. They're going to be in a grip position. It's only Scooby and JR left into a 2v5. Balance will just hold the ball, make sure it takes some blows, and that'll be another round here added to the collection. 6-3. Double the score here on Team Spirit. Now this is much better. You have to realize as well, you know, they lost the first 3 rounds as well. You know, they lost the pistol. They lost the follow-up and the one after. After that, it's just been VegaSquadron getting toppled over time and time again. Yeah, so VegaSquadron coming into this one is going to be the AUGs, the M4A4s, the utilities there. Finally, we get a full buy coming in from the CT side. Let's see what they can bring to the table. Or will it be Team Spirit yet again, just outclassing them on this map? And it's been the case for the last 6 rounds at least. Coldy's going to hold the ramp aggression. Scooby's going to walk right into the crosshair. Easily for Coldy to add to his collection. He looks for another one, and that is it. Another headshot collected onto JR. Another man advantage is doubled on the T side. Balance holds there. Oh, nice shot on Dima as well as he just goes right through the smoke. You'll be happy with that collection. And Ice Seized and Crush are into 2v5. One goes in. Molotov clears the sandbags. Make sure that no one is in there. Bomb collected. It's Picked up and strapped to the back of some Young. As they'll start to move on in, it's Coldy with a smoke that'll bounce off the wall. Grenade goes over the top as well. Flashbang moving in towards the site, and this is where they can start to run on through. 40 seconds left. The bomb plant will need to come in relatively quickly here. Seems like they're going to be barreling towards the lower part of the bomb site. They want to go back towards A. And look at this. CIS tries to cut off the rotation, but some Young, he's ready for it. He has that on locked on, and that's going to be CIS getting dispatched with. 23 seconds. They have to try and get this bomb planted, and some Young will do the dirty deed. Knife's Crush is left into the 1v5. Gotta find a way back into this, I'm afraid. And he's over towards spawn, and Chopper, he's gonna take a brunt of damage. He's gonna hide in the corner though. He wants him to come towards him, come into the lion's den. He invites him to die, essentially. His teammates are all right, so Rush is going to look towards the beast there as finds Saltfic running down. AWP rings out from Midas Balance. Multiple players coming in towards him. He's going to do his best. It's like a zombie horde attacking him. He's doing a good job of getting rid of them, though. He only needs 2 more. Chopper's on 3 HP. And he might just drop him. There it is. Can he get Midas Balance? This should be the ace. This should actually be the ace already. And he gets the ace, but pretty useless, of course. Not useless, but they've got 16k. The only player that didn't have 16k was Coldy. So... yeah, basically useless, we'll say. Of 0 impact. Okay, that maybe sounds a little bit nicer. A nice is. For our enjoyment, at least, we've seen 5 kills. Well, actually seen 4, and then Auto Director screwed up the last one. We kind of seen it, but not in his perspective. Round 11 is here. Coldy's just going to walk on in through mid. He finds Scooby, and that's an easy pickup. An advantage there to work with on the T side. And round number 11. Could this be another one for Team Spirit? VegaSquadron is starting to get that max loss bonus ticket. You can tell that Team Spirit have practiced this map. It's one they want to force into their map pool. It can obviously work against this sort of tier 2 level, tier 3 maybe. In a lot of the tournaments that Team Spirit will play in as well, you can definitely see them have a lot of success on this. I actually am surprised I haven't seen Team Spirit in a lot more online tournaments, because you know, you'll see them here and there, but you'll not see them, you know, too often in the online circuit. But there goes a kill from Crush. He'll drop Coldy, and it's into a 4v4. With the bomb dropping on over it. Molotov clears towards the site. Doesn't actually extend the JR. And so some Young on the flank through middle is going to catch out seized. Another man advantage is picked up, and that might just signal to the T side that they can go anywhere they like. They seem to want to go back towards the B bomb site. It was called this, has made the right call as well, because currently Dima is only there with a FAMAS. I don't think he'll be able to hold off for much longer. You may get one, but he might just hide and wait for his teammate. Flashbang's good. That'll sort of not do anything, really. 9 seconds. The bomb plant will come through. Chopper will try and get that, and great job done by Midas Balance, being his personal bodyguard, making sure no one can touch him. Chopper gets the bomb planted. Now JR is into the 1v3. Will be the headshot from Chopper coming in. And easily picked up indeed. Team Spirit up here at 3. Already won the half here on the T side. But again, if you are getting excited, if you're a Team Spirit fan, just maybe, you know, limit the excitement, because we just seen them yesterday choke a 12-3 half. So it's definitely possible that happens again here. And they might not even get 12-3. We'll just have to bide our time, wait and see. And it's a good start from some Young. I think that's an element that they didn't have yesterday, was this some Young playing this good. Well, he did on the T side, right? He did play well on the T side. It was more on the CT side. He went quiet as well. So I want to get hyped about this Team Spirit team, but again, I kind of start to feel a little bit like a fool if they don't perform well on the CT side. So I'm gonna lay it down on the table. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I don't know if they'll win on the CT half. VegaSquadron. Haven't seen too much of them. I think this is the first time we covered them on the mainstream, right? For the CIS minor qualifiers, at least. Got some more tomorrow. We'll be concluding the CIS minor. Will be the smoke ready to go over the top. It will be the Molotov, the grenades going on through, and it will be Caldy trying to get in from behind. He's got an AK-47. It's going to be the kill from Idis Balance, looking for more. Nice shot from Idis Balance on the second, going for the jump shot. Now you're just ridiculous. Sometimes gets the triple kill. Idis Balance with 2, and it's 9-3. Team Spirit are dominating them on an individual level at the moment, and VegaSquadron seem lost. Again, this is the best of 3. It's not just the best of 1. All about the rest of the maps. The maps coming up will be Train. That's always a pretty good one for VegaSquadron. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do on it. The Team Spirit here are definitely showing up on the T side of Vertigo. Can that be turned around though? Can VegaSquadron get themselves 3 more at the half? And 9-6 would be amazing for them. It's the best outcome possible at this point. The only option for them on the table. There will be a kill from Caldy. And we'll take away Seized. An early advantage yet again picked up for Team Spirit. VegaSquadron have come into this one with a buy. They've got the AUGs and the AWP in the hands of JR. Oh, good nade as well. Does quite significant damage onto Chopper. Scooby picking up the kill on Caldy, but the trade is in again. It's Chopper, the man was on my lips. He has got himself the kill. That sound a little bit weird. Now that I said out loud. Sounds very weird, actually. I'd like to take back that statement and act like no one ever heard it. Thank you very much. Well, Idis Balance starting to make his way up towards B. He's going to be playing contact with the scope currently in. It's Crush. It will throw the smoke down in front of them to try and sever the information flow. And this is where Saltfake might just run in. As Idis Balance with a kill on the Demon. On to 4v2. Advantage double. Crush lines them up but only gets 1. That's a big problem. The bomb will get planted. Now JR with a 1v3. Wants to save time. I think it's more likely he'll try and save this. There's not much money left in the banks of VegaSquadron. Not enough to buy an AWP anyway. There's the headshot. And will be some Diong picking him up. And 10-3. Double figures for Team Spirit. VegaSquadron haven't won a single round since the first 3. So it's been a 10-0 game essentially here for Team Spirit after they picked up their first. So very, very good stuff. A sort of sign that we've seen. I'm pretty sure we've seen Saltfake have a quiet game yesterday as well. Hopefully that is a recurring theme, because if things get closer, we will definitely need him to step up a little bit more for Team Spirit. Well, Dima has picked up the kill on the Chopper. That'll be the man advantage for the CT side. We did see Spirit win on Train yesterday, 16-14. That was a close game against a team like Extremum, which you would probably say that Spirit should beat them a little more convincingly and a little more less close. One-sidedly, maybe is the term I was looking for, but it didn't. It was quite a close one, right to the final nail, all 30 rounds yet again, and you know they definitely had a challenge against Extremum. I don't think they were perhaps expecting them to be so difficult. Waterfalls had their number quite a few times in yesterday's matchup. Well, perhaps VegaSquadron went to the drawing board. Should I say Team Spirit went to the drawing board, and they've kind of thought about what's going wrong. What happened yesterday? What can we improve on? And perhaps that's why they're back in Vertigo here, trying to make a statement. We can play the CT side, but they got a man down in this one. Round 14 looks to be a chance for VegaSquadron to try and turn things around. They get their first round after the first 3. And this is was that a T-side Molotov that came in and just landed on the floor? That's a little bit strange, but it is going to be a flashbanger on the corner. Caldy going in. Also going to kill here on a Crush. He's got that nearly a second, but Cease is able to reply. Good trade. Needed that as well, but the bomb plant has come in. And VegaSquadron, they have the man advantage playing into the retake. So it can very easily fall out of their hands if they are not careful. Team Spirit seem to know the angles. They seem to know what they're doing, and they do know the angles. They know the wall bangs, and Saltfic has got Scooby right through the wall. It's into a 3v3, and look, oh, don't go for it again. Surely this does not happen. Young will pick up a frog, and the best chance VegaSquadron had yet is faltered. It's going to be 11-3. Team Spirit are only one round away from taking a 12-3 half yet again. I just had a look at Team Spirit's recent results, and you know, they're on a win streak at the minute, which is good to see for them, I guess. They'll be feeling very happy. The past matches is the 16-5 on Nuke over Exacto Boars, 16-13 against Expert and AGO. Well, obviously they're other than Extremum, which was another win, so they're doing quite well. Some good names in there, but it's going to be Chopper getting his head shots off onto the man. And a second coming in on Scooby. Looks to be a 12-3 half rather simply here for Team Spirit. They've won 12 in a row. The scary thing is if they had won the pistol and the follow-up to it would have been a 15-0. That's pretty nuts. It would have been a flawless, literally no problems whatsoever. They couldn't get the pistol on the CT half yesterday. Again, I keep bringing it back yesterday because it's very recent and there was problems there that I want to see if Team Spirit have fixed. I want to see if they've, you know, adapted within, what, the 24 hours? Maybe more than that now, actually. Maybe slightly more, like 30, 35 hours. Yeah, less than that. 30. But, we'll see if it is the case. It is going to be the executing towards A again, and this is going to be an easy round for them because VegaSquadron on B. So, when we get planted, it will be 12-3 at the half. Unless Seized and Crush somehow have a massive individual performance here. A hero play from them too. There's the bomb planted. Sees the bomb on through. And he'll get dropped by Chopper, and that's only on Crush. That's 3 kills already for Chopper, and Crush is on his own. He'll get finished off, and it's 12-3. A good half here from Team Spirit. A flawless one after the first 3 lost. And that's just a little blip of blue and a massive chunk of like an orangey yellow brown. Yeah. It kind of sounds like you've just had a Thai curry and you've looked in the toilet. There you go. Love that. Take that analogy and just picture it. I hope none of you are listening to this while eating. If so, I apologize very much. But it will be 12-3. We're currently only 4 rounds away from Team Spirit taking this map. But something they couldn't do yesterday was win the CT pistol. Can they do it here and stop VegaSquadron from finding a way back into this game? VegaSquadron will have to show us what they're made of on their T side of Vertigo. You know there's a weakness here for Team Spirit. They definitely displayed that yesterday. Or was that just that there was a strong T side from Extremum? Could be a possibility. But here it goes. It's round number 16 coming on in. It's the pistol. As it is, VegaSquadron starting to make their way in towards the B bomb site. Multiple players sitting here on the bomb site itself. This is the perfect time for Team Spirit to win this round. They have every single player bar Coldy on this side of the map. So this is the execute. VegaSquadron run in. It needs to be a decapitation immediately here from Young. And it's not going to happen. He's going to get very, very low. But Chopper is going to get himself 3. Annihilation here with a B bomb site, and Chopper gets away with a massacre. Dima JR, they will get 3 back, and it's into a 2v2. Chopper's done enough on his team alone to try and pull it back, but it's not here. It's not enough. Dima and JR make it happen, and that will be the pistol for VegaSquadron. Team Spirit definitely struggle on the pistol rounds, it seems. And I think Young might be kicking himself. He had quite the opportunity at the start of that to get a kill, and walked away with nothing. Chopper does his best work, gets 3, but still not enough. No one else able to get a single kill there. And so this is a chance for VegaSquadron. Perhaps Team Spirit in their head are starting to go, oh no, not again. Please don't let this happen. Can't we just please take Vertigo? goes Dima, taking away Chopper's life. That's a man advantage picked up for the T side. Grenade will go around the corner. I'm going to go for the boost here. Team Spirit perhaps trying a little bit of innovation on the CT side. You can actually see him over the top of this. Some Young is just looking for it. JR is there as well. Oh my goodness. Some Young is just getting quite unfortunate not being able to spot anything. But this is such a nice angle. I don't think Crush is going to be expecting this. There goes the kill onto I just bounced, but Some Young is going to have to come off the boost. And unfortunately it will not find anything. As soon as he leaves, so they all walk into the crosshair. Like, he definitely could have got at least one there, which is so unfortunate. Flashbang is going to go in towards the site, and here they go. Nago's going to come on in. It's the unlucky timings of Counter-Strike. It happens. The beauty of the game. And it's going to be seized. Take it away, Some Young. Finally, a Deagle headshot will come through. Coldy, though, that gets this one. And Saltfic and Coldy, they now stand together in a 2v4 clutch. We're not going to end too well for them, but that's a nice shot from Coldy. Another one coming into his crosshair, and he'll just click and tap away his head. And this will be a 12-5 scoreline as VegaSquadron have won the follow-up. They were off to a good start at the beginning, 3-0, and then 12-0 happened. They lost 12 runs in a row. So, yet to win a gun round, it seems. Oh, wow. That is brilliant. His teammate just dies, falls off the map, and the gun just goes into his hands. Sure, he'll be happy about that one. Utility is going over the top. This time Team Spirit shouldn't really cause much of a threat. This should be 12-6. And they are halfway there. It's so hard not to sing that when I'm saying that. You're going to go over towards the bomb site. Smoke will go in towards mid. That'll land just in between the gaps. That was the information the CTs can get. And when the Molotov is ready to go through that smoke, it'll land in behind where Chopper is currently playing. And this is where the smoke can go up towards the window. Bounce a couple of times and cover off the vision there. But this is where VegaSquadron taking their time, showing they have some promise on the map. They know the needs. They have got a solid idea on how to deal with this. They want to clear the angles, limit the positions that they can be playing from. And that's beautiful from Dima. The transfer comes through. High disbalance will cause a couple of problems, but it's only one kill. Chopper and 1 HP. Coldy on the Deagle. And Chopper through the smoke is finished. Unfortunately, he will meet a very sticky end. And Coldy... Oh! He's got another Deagle headshot. The door will open wide surely in a second, and that'll give away that CIS is running through, but it doesn't matter. What a beautiful, beautiful front flip. I would give that 10 points if it was a diving competition. That was fantastic stuff. Showing some finesse as he jumps off the building. Or falls off the building more so. He's been shot off of it. Although it's 12-6. This is where Team Spirit have to try and turn this one around. They're only 4 runs away from taking their map pick here. They don't want to have, you know, repeat history of yesterday and end up losing a 12-3 lead and losing the game. Or not lose. Yeah, they lost the game. I keep thinking that they won it, but they didn't. That would be such an unfortunate time for them. But it is going to be Idis balance in a bit of a boost position. Wanting to see if a player can come into his crosshair. But again, this is a very default smoke there. A lot of these teams are throwing it now. They just straight away throw that smoke because it's so difficult to get up the stairs without losing at least one player. So throw that smoke, it prevents them peeking. And there's the shot. Oh, the bomb nearly fell off. But it does go back up to some random player, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if that's a thing. So if someone jumps off the map, I actually haven't tested this. It's a little bit of theory crafting. We'll bring to the table in a minute. But if all your team are on A and you brought the bomb, fake it on the B bomb site, jump off the side of the map, and then the bomb goes to someone random in your team, right? Or is it just fling back onto the floor? Because that could be very interesting. That could be a strat and a half right there. You know, you take over the bomb, you fake, you shoot, you cause the rotation, you jump off the map, the bomb goes into your teammate's hands. Over on the A site, you get the bomb plant. I think this sounds like a fantastic idea. Scooby. So he's going to take a kill on the Some Die Young. Now it's a 2v4. He will get the bomb planted. Now get a shot from Disbalance. He gets Scooby away. Now the man advantage is there on the T side. Flash is going to come off the wall, and that's going to allow the CTs to come on through. CIS is going to be sitting on the ramp, going for the boost over the top. Cold has been spotted, but the kill is there. CIS collects it. Disbalance is the only player getting anything done for Team Spirit in this one on the CT side, and this has allowed VegaSquadron their gun round. So, I don't want to say anything, but Team Spirit, this is looking pretty similar to yesterday. Which is not great, I have to say. Well, this round should be one that Team Spirit should struggle in. Salt Fake is gonna see a couple of shots whiz past his general direction as they were looking to try and take him early, but Team Spirit, you know, they're bound to have some sort of thing playing in the back of their head at this point, just going, please, can we just win this map? We don't want another upset. We do not want to lose a 12-3 half. Quite honestly, I think if they lose this one, it'll probably be a 2-0 for VegaSquadron. Well, that's a shot from JR. Chopper is going to get finished off, and it will be the man advantage picked up for VegaSquadron. The bomb will be brought over towards the B bomb site, and eventually will get planted. Some Die Young holds the sandbag side of middle, covering off his teammate. Disbalance, who has got that AWP in play, probably the most impactful weapon possible for Team Spirit. Bomb will get planted for JR. Still 4v5. Still a chance for Team Spirit to do something. While the Crush holds this angle, that'll be an easy headshot. Coldy has been dispatched with, and Disbalance is now on the defensive, trying to just defend this AWP, trying to bring it into the next one, hold on to it with his cold white knuckle grip. Of course, VegaSquadron would love to come back into this game after being toyed with on the first half. They've got off to a rather decent start themselves, and JR just thinks twice about going through there. He knows, well, it's not probably a big decision, and it's going to be Saltfik actually getting Dima there. But Some Die Young actually died in the last few seconds, so he doesn't get to survive it in the next one. It's going to be 12-8. Only 4 rounds separate VegaSquadron from Team Spirit now. So, actually incredible stuff coming in from the VegaSquadron team. Team Spirit, I think it's quite impressive that they've done it again. But here we go. Round 21 coming through. It's going to be the AWP in the hands of Disbalance. Saved on over it. Got utility there as well. It's going to be an early pick from JR though. VegaSquadron, they will pick it up. And I've got the man advantage to work with. That was a good flashbang. So after they get the man advantage, they have decided they want to play slow. You know, if Team Spirit had won the pistol, and they had ended up winning, you know, the next few rounds and then the first gun run, it would have been over. Like, we literally would be on our way to map number 2, but Team Spirit seemed to have some sort of problem here on the CT side, getting into momentum. It's it seems like such a T-sided affair here on Vertigo. That even when you have such a one-sided half, it's just so difficult to get it done here on the CT side. It's kind of similar to Nuke back in the day, but the opposite, which is weird. But Demon's got to walk around the corner. He will get Chopper. And Night Baldy will trade back. 3v3. Another one comes in from Scooby Doll. Some Die Young on the other end of the map had got himself a kill on a crush, but the bomb has brought itself over towards B. JR will be the man to plant it. And they man advantage sides for VegaSquadron. Can they manage to hold on? Team Spirit probably saving, so yeah, definitely. It will be another run on the board for VegaSquadron. 12-9. Crazy stuff coming through. So 12-9 here for Team Spirits. They still are in the lead, but VegaSquadron on a very good comeback trail. It's probably... well, if they lose this one, obviously it's going to be double figures, so... Quite the comeback indeed. Smoke goes up on the skylight. Spirit just sitting passively on this one, allowing VegaSquadron to come towards him. Minus Balance probably scared off a little bit from that early advantage picked up by JR in the last one. They don't want to go for it again. They don't want to have to suffer this. And here comes the utility. It smokes up on towards the A bomb side. This time VegaSquadron going in for the A execute. We've seen time and time again work out for Team Spirit. Will it happen again here? As Crush is going to be sitting here with the SG on towards the site, completely locked off the entire bomb site. Look at this beautiful smoke execute. Everything is smoked. Everything is gone. And this is absolutely lovely. I love it. So good for OCD, but bomb's not planted. So that's a problem. They're going to try and go back towards B. And currently, there's actually a player still there. iDisbalance will realize that there could be pressure coming in. Calls for the rotation from his teammates. Some Young picked up one. iDisbalance there with another. That's JR hitting the floor. And that's Scooby and Dima. They've got to pull off a 2v5. It's just not looking possible as there's the kills. It's 13-9. And VegaSquadron, why didn't you just plant the bomb on A? You literally had one of the most beautiful smoke executes ever. And you cannot... You just... don't even go in towards the A bomb site. No one was playing there. Team Spirit literally just played it on retake. Well, that is unfortunate, isn't it? Because Team Spirit were playing it on retake, they had fast access back towards the B bomb site. And so when VegaSquadron tucked up tail and they realized, well, they're not playing it on A, then they could rotate very quickly back towards the B bomb site. Good stuff. JR is going to take a kill on the Coldie. Man advantage, though, is pulled back for VegaSquadron, and they want to answer back. Because of the amount of rounds they've won in a row, they still have money to work with, so... This is not over yet. There's still another challenge for Team Spirit they have to try and overcome, and they just keep coming at them. It's like that thing where you... in obstacle courses, or those shows, like Total Wipeout, where you have to, like, stand and this beam just comes around, you jump over it, and you jump over it. This is going to be the buys of VegaSquadron. Though the machine might break in the next one. 1 minute on the clock. Young will sit back. He'll be behind his balance, holding off the B stairs as Demas going to start bringing the player across. And his balance is just going to wait for this push. Dima just hiding behind it. There's the shot. Jumps to throw some utility. And Idis Balance deals with him well. Oh no, Crush can find the trade though, and there it is. Man advantage back in favor of VegaSquadron, although Chopper stands inside of the A bomb site. He doesn't want this to happen. He wants the team to be able to stay alive. And then we'll be into a 3v3 retake scenario. Idis Balance has an idea that CIS could be here, but the timing, is it going to work? No. Oh no, CIS is coming in from behind. Idis Balance gets away safely, but the flank is still there. CIS so disciplined not to overextend. And now they have no idea. Seized is still coming in from behind though. There's the kill from Chopper. He turns around at the right time. Seized. He whiffs the spray. He doesn't get a single kill. And Scooby, he gets 2. It's into the 1v1. And JR wins it. Scooby saves the team. And that could have gone horribly. That could have been 14-10. No money in the bank for Vega. And that could have been it. VegaSquadron, they pull it off. The 2 kills from Scooby save the day. And now it's going to be 13-10. Scooby really is the superhero.
First without.
Whoops. Well, it's going to be an execute in towards the A bomb site. Young will sit here. AWP taking away Scooby, and that's going to be the man advantage for Spirit. Can they hold on to it? They haven't been able to convert it just yet. And the bomb will get it crossed over. It's going to get planted on the A site yet again. Oh, it's the retake. This time, Young and Sophic finding kills. Last guy alive is JR. He's got 1 kill. Make it 2. And they know exactly where he is. He tries his best. A valiant attempt. But it will be 14-10 Spirit. And the money from VegaSquadron is starting to struggle. It's not quite there. This could be map point for Team Spirit. Do VegaSquadron decide to go on a half buy into the next and play for overtime? Or do they force here? They force here and lose it. It's most likely map 2. Paul's coming in. Rightly so as well, because it's such an important one. Well, 14-10 it is. 2 runs away here, Team Spirit. I'm taking Vertigo away. VegaSquadron have gone for the force bite. If they end up losing this one, it might just be over. As there's only 2 rounds left for Vegas Team Spirit. If they win this one, it'll be map point, and the money will be gone for VegaSquadron. I think they know this. It's risk. It's a risk they're willing to take, though. They don't want to allow it to go to 15. They want to play for the win, not for overtime. And here goes VegaSquadron's execute. This is the final stance in regulation for them. If they need to pull it off, this is it. Not this Crush walking right through the smoke. Good kill. Trade comes in from Young. Cody able to get one, but Dima's still there. And VegaSquadron still fighting. It's a 3v3. Team Spirit Flash goes through. Young tries to hide towards the back of the bomb site. Hasn't got enough information to be fully comfortable in going for the boost. Ida's balance is still on B, just making sure that it's empty, but they are all on A. The bomb is still there. Young swings wide, spots one. Can he get a second? There it is. The bomb's on the floor. That's 3 from Young. And I seized as the last man alive with the deagle in his hand. He'll look back in towards the site. The deagle whiffs past one of the players' heads. And now he has to do it all. Seized in a 1v3. Back up towards the sandbags. He'll find an AK-47. He'll look down the barrel. And he'll try and get it done. But the 3 players in Team Spirit are not giving him an inch. They know he'll take a mile, so they hide around the corners. The C starts to move through it. It'll be Chopper to finish off the job. 15-10. 1 point away here. Team Spirit 1 round away from taking Vertigo. So, round 20 is here. 1 round away here, Team Spirit. The buy is not great from Vega, but that... Usually, sometimes teams play better with a low buy. Sometimes they feel like the pressure's lifted off their shoulders and they can just go and play freely and just have this sort of reckless playstyle that actually works out for them. I've seen it so many times where it's just like mental runs you don't expect ever to happen, and you just see them go out onto the server and just bomb it out with the pistols and hit some nutty headshots to pull it right back. Well, here we go. Vega, they'll put a couple of players on towards the ramp. Young will sit inside of mid with the barrel of the AWP scoped. Seized will be here with the deagle. He realizes he can walk around the corner. Young will be there. He is going to be holding on the other end of the box, and that's going to be a kill on the seized. Man advantage picked up for Team Spirit. Young has been playing very well on that double up setup. Quite potent actually between him and Ida's balance, who's been really the B anchor, but much of the attention is being drawn towards the A bomb site, and I feel like that has to be one of the most boring roles, as being a B anchor on Vertigo. I think it used to be a Mirage, right? But now it's boring to play it on be a B anchor on a Vertigo because you barely get any action. So now it is the man advantage for the CT side. 4 now though. He's trying to rattle it off and, well, crush. He will be finished off. Scooby and Dima, the last 2 men standing. It looks as though it has been enough here from Team Spirit to take Vertigo away. Scooby will finish himself off. But Dima, I mean, I admire the attempt to get the bomb plant. That's what I